Hello guys and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to go over why you should never buy property specifically for Airbnb. It all comes down to how much money you have and how much money you can afford to put into something like this. But for the average person, I highly advise against going out and purchasing an investment property specifically for short-term rentals. What's going on, guys? My name is Robert. So in today's video, it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to share with you guys why you should never purchase a property specifically for short-term rentals. And guys, I've been so busy with the entire licensing process. That's kind of taken a lot of time. I know I did upload Monday. I'm just going to point out really quickly that I'm dealing with a lot right now. And I'm just going to make a quick video for you guys because the YouTube algorithm needs me to feed it more content. Right from the start, I was going to buy the property that I'm currently renting from the landlord. So the property's on the market, it was for sale. And I ended up talking him out of selling it and allowing me to do rental arbitrage with this property. He did raise rent a little bit, and we discussed a few things to where it would work out if he kept it long term. So I'm just gonna point out really quick that if you're buying a property to use it as an income property, that's a 20% down cash investment you're gonna have to make right off the bat. Tying all that cash up into one property takes away from the multi-property aspect of rental arbitrage, which is the method that I'm currently using to operate my Airbnb. That's the first reason why you should not purchase a property, because there's alternatives out there that will increase your cash flow, increase your revenue if you're doing it specifically for Airbnb. The second reason why you should never purchase a property specifically for Airbnb is because you don't know what could go wrong. This is currently a problem that I'm facing and a problem I'm dealing with right now. So the home that I'm renting that I was going to buy, keep in mind that I was going to buy this property, which I'm so glad I didn't, because that would end up costing me a lot of money because of what just happened. So this property is built in 1941, and they did renovations to it. They did like an attachment to it. They worked on the property over time, but the foundation was laid down in 1941. So it's an old property, as you guys can imagine. It's a super old house, and it's cute. It's whatever. You guys, I've showed it in some of my videos in the past, so you guys know what it looks like. So with the property being this old, there's a lot of little problems that are associated with older homes, and I'm sure you guys, if you guys do own an older home, or if you guys have been in an older home, you guys can understand where I'm coming from here. And what happened, a guest sent me a message the other day, and they said black water is coming out of the tub and out of the toilet. And this is something you never want to hear from your guests. I was honestly like dealing with so much at the time with all the regulations, the permit process. I'm dealing with all this, and all of a sudden I get this message on the same day. And so I'm like, this can't be happening. I call my landlord, and he gets a plumbing company out there. It ends up being a bigger problem than what we were all expecting. The same thing had happened, I think, last month, and our quick solution to it was pour some Drano down the drain, and hopefully it clears out whatever was making the water come back up. So what we thought would be a little Drano fix ended up being the entire sewer line that is connected to the city sewer system and the city water system. That entire line has disintegrated. The landlord called me and let me know that the pipe was made out of tar back in 1941. And I don't know anything about any of this stuff. Like, I'm not a plumber. I don't know anything associated with all that. But I just know that this sounds like a very big problem for the homeowner. And therefore, I'm so glad that I did not purchase this property. He said that they're going to have to replace the entire piping system underneath the house. And he's looking at around a $5,000 repair with all that. But yeah, guys, that's one of the reasons, I'm glad I didn't purchase that property. I'm speaking from my own experience when I say don't buy a property for Airbnb. That's just something I'm dealing with right now. I just want to share that with you guys, and I thought this would be a great way to structure the story for you guys, just so you guys know what's going on. So yeah, there's currently a huge plumbing issue going on with that property right now, and we have a guest. That is just what's going on in my world right now. Lastly, I'm going to point out that if you do buy a property, don't buy it specifically for Airbnb, because you don't know what is going to happen with the city regulations if you haven't already been regulated yet, right? Because a lot of cities are still working on this. They're still trying to figure out the best way that, they're gonna get involved and apply their sales tax and apply their city permits, this and that. A lot of cities are probably gonna be passing these regulations this year. Mine did, and I made a video talking about that in my last video. If you buy the property specifically for short-term rental and you don't do any research on the back end to see if it'll cash flow, you have to take into consideration your expenses as a homeowner and what that rent is going to cover, right? So if you can't make profit with all you've got going on, with the rent that you're charging in your area without having it listed on short-term rental websites, then you're going to be in a pretty sticky situation, especially if things go south on the Airbnb route. I wouldn't really rely on Airbnb and other home sharing websites right away, simply because there's just a lot going on in the space right now. So if you're thinking about purchasing an investment property, make sure that you do your research and you know that your numbers will add up and you'll be on top through a traditional form of rental income before you consider Airbnb or HomeAway. That's all I got to tell you. Like I said, I'm dealing with this plumbing issue right now with the property, and I'm so thankful that I didn't purchase the property, because that would be $5,000 out of my pocket I'd be looking at, and you know, I really wouldn't want to deal with that, especially on top of everything else I'm dealing with, like the licensing. They actually have me doing a lot of little things that I'm paying out of pocket to, you know, go along with the entire permit process. So it is what it is, guys. I'm really thankful for this channel and that I'm able to communicate and just let you guys know what's going on through my real life experiences. It is stressful and it's something that I have to deal with, but at the end of the day, you know, I still have everything in line. I still have everything going smoothly as it should. And this is just a little bump in the road, a little hiccup, nothing to worry about. And if you found this video interesting, or you know, you think it could help somebody out getting started or making a decision in their life, be sure to share it with them. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.